A good Erev Shabbos, everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis for this Erev Shabbos Parashas Vayera, and we're going to finish the second parak of Bava Basra. Look at that, we just started Bava Basra. We're already finishing the second parak. That's how it goes when you learn two Mishnayos every day. And we are learning, sponsored, L'Ilo Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbat Shlomo ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain. We're also learning L'Ilo Nishmas David ben Chaim, L'Refuah Shalema Eliyahu Moshe ben Chayei Sarah, and for the gesund and well-being of Avram ben Yam Benish B'Malki Yudis and family, by Yoel Klugman and family for their Parnasa gesund and Nachas, and the Refuah Shalema for Meir ben Chayei Sarah, Moshe Meir ben Esther Fadel. You should have a Refuah Shalema B'Seich Sharchei Yisrael. So we're up to Mishnah Yud Gimel. Let's say I bought a Shmuel's field, and my tree is leaning over Shmuel's field. He could cut down my branches to allow him unimpeded height, the axe goad over the plow. In other words, the branches that invade into Shmuel's field, he could trim away those branches so they don't get in the way of the axe goad, which is how he prods the animals for the plowing. And therefore, when he lifts up the axe goad, if branches are in the way, he could cut them down. If it's a carob tree or a sycamore tree, whose shade is very extensive and is therefore harmful to any crops, keneged mishkelos, he could cut any. Mishkelos is the plumb line. In other words, that's how the surveyor knows whether a wall is straight. What this means is that he could cut all the branches that come beyond his boundary, because the carob and the sycamore, which provides a lot of shade, is very, very bad for his crops. Beis Hashlachin, if it's a field that needs irrigation, so that's a field that's not that moist, and it needs the necessary dew, right? Like the Svadim say, Morid Atol. So, Kol Ilon Keneged HaMishkelos, any tree that enters into Shmuel's field, he could cut down all of the branches so that it doesn't impede the necessary dew for a field of irrigation. Abishol says, Kol Ilon Srak, any non-fruit-bearing tree, since its branches are not that needed because it doesn't have fruit anyway. So then, even if it's not a carob or a sycamore, he could cut down all the branches, keneged mishkelos, all the branches that invade into his side of the property, from the plumb line that makes clear where his property starts. Now, let's say I have a tree that leans into the Rishus Harabim. So Mishnah Dalet says, Ilon shunoita l'Rishus Harabim, a tree, my tree is leaning and its branches invade the Rishus Harabim. So kaitates, the municipality could cut down branches kedei sheyeh gamel over v'rochvei, to allow unimpeded height for a camel with its rider. So to the height that a camel with its rider should be able to ride unimpeded, the municipality could cut down any branches. Rabbi Yehuda says, well, no, you don't have to do it to the height of the rider. The rider could always bend. But it has to allow for unimpeded access for a gamel ton pishtin, for a camel that's carrying flax, or chaviles meiris, or bundles of vines. Reb Shimon says no branches could stick into the Rishus Harabim because they serve as an oil, and maybe there's going to turn out to be a piece of corpse, a kezayis min hameis, and a kohen will go under the branch, and he'll become tamei because he will be in an oil over a kezayis of a mace. So Reb Shimon Aimer, kol ilon keneged mishkalos, any branches that pass the plumb line of the Rishus Harabim can be cut away. Mibnei atuma. The Tanakama and Reb Yehuda are not worried about tuma. They say it's not that shchiach. But Reb Shimon says, since there's a chance, if there's a branches, and a kohen walks under it, and there's a piece of corpse, the kohen would become tamei, so we can't afford having any overhanging branches in the Rishus Harabim. So the municipality could cut down any branches at all that invade into the Rishus Harabim. We want to thank you very much for joining us. Remember, if you would like to sponsor next week's Chayei Sarah Share, 718-916-3100, rmmwsi@aol.com. We also want to remind you that there is for the Shabbos table on Parshas Vayera, besides the regular Parshas Vayera Share that's already archived now, and take a look at it if you have time. And also, I want to remind you that if you are in Lakewood or Toms River or Jackson and you have a child, a boy going into primary next year, well, you're in for good luck, because my new son, Rav Simcha Weiss, is starting a brand new yeshiva, YTC. It's going to be Al Derech Shvil Azov, the middle road. It's going to be, a very, in the tradition of a yeshiva that is in the tradition of, they called Rav Moshe the Gaon of normalcy. And it will be a normal yeshiva, not to imply the other yeshivas are not normal, but there's, different levels of going to the right and to the left. This will be a middle-of-the-road yeshiva, YTC. There's going to be a open house this Sunday night at 9, and I will be speaking there. Let me see if I could give you the address of this open house. Just wait a second. The open house will take place by 15. Oh, look at my eyes. I never have a hard time reading. Oh, here it is. 1537 Newport Drive, Lakewood, New Jersey, 9 o'clock this Sunday. I'll be speaking there at 9:30, and you're welcome to come and find out about the new yeshiva, Yeshiva's Torah Chesed. I hope to see you there. And this yeshiva is going to be run by my new son, Rav Simcha Weiss, together with the help of his very capable wife, Shira Leah. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a wonderful Shabbos.